Brosplay!
Yay! It's Spyro. It's Spyro, the yellow purple dragon. Everybody buckled up. Everybody in their seat.
You're such a fun-loving little dog.
Wow! I got a skill! Wow!
What did you get that for? What do they do? I didn't even know we had 10 already. What the hell happened there?
That was great. That was perfect timing. I'm stuck. I was actually stuck in there. So the original second and third game of the Spyro series, where's my thing? There it is. Has skill points, and they added them to this game in the Reignited version. So Peacekeepers scare 6 Norks into 10s. That was my challenge. They don't do anything. They're just
for fun.
Yeah, for funsies onesies. I missed them.
You missed these the first time?
The rubes.
So many rubes.
That's what
so many rubes.
Rubes. Okay, so I discovered something amazing about this game. Are you ready for it?
I'm kind of ready for you to let me down now.
Oh.
You just built it up already.
I'm really sorry, Rabbit. So, if you're having a hard time finding the last few, what's it called? There's a way to find them.
The dragons?
Yeah.
The dragons?
No, not the dragons, the rupees.
Oh. There's a way to find the ones that are left in a level?
Yeah. So if I click the left stick, Sparks aims at treasure.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, which turns it from a really boring like level combing experience into like an actually reasonable completion thing. Yeah, I just fucked that guy.
He had no idea what was coming.
Those guys are great. They have this like actual real this realization that they fucked up. Like they're super. They're like na 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 na, and then you like start running at them, and they're like whoa, like that every time.
What did they do?
They're like, oh Jesus. I love this momentum thing, right? Hit it and jump into it.
That's a very neat idea.
Yeah,
It's weird that you only get the one ruby, because it just seems like a waste of a box. Oh.
Yeah, I forgot. Triangle cancels my
your glide.
my glide, but it gives you a little hover in the other games, so I was used to playing those. That's what happened there.
That can really happen, where you get so used to a certain game style that you just totally roll yourself in another game style because you're not prepared.
Oh yeah.
Or well, I guess style's the wrong word, just in different games. That reminds me, I went and played Mercenaries 2 for the PlayStation 2. And don't is all. That's all I would say. Honestly, so I started playing it, and I could immediately tell something was different because in the selection menu, it doesn't give you like the big rolling dollar bills or any of that. There's no animations. You just pick from one of the characters. Then when you spawn into game, the mechanics are the same as the first game.
Oh.
So you know how you just casually throw things over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. You actually do it the same way the first game. You like turn around and throw it. Yeah, it literally is just the first game reskinned. I have no idea how they got away with selling basically a different game on different platforms.
There was this thing in the mid-early 2000s, and it was the weirdest thing, which I never saw again, where a port of a game was different on a different console. Like I think it was one of the Ghost Recon Advanced games, where on on one console it was a first-person shooter, and on a different console it was a third-person shooter.
I do remember.
And I was like, "What the fuck happened? What? Like, did I make a mistake?" And like, and then I've played a PC version of the same title, and it was different. It was like, how did you have the development time to make this many games?
Yeah, it seems like each fundamental change would be just catastrophic if you didn't stick with it.
It would be.
Right? Like if you switch from first person to third person, you'd figure that'd be hours worth of coding to change all that. Did you just get them all?
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
Did you see that Lady of the Night point me in the right direction?
I did not.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
There was a ho 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 waiting for you.
Lady of the Night! Lady of the Night! Lady of the Night.
So that was just done, I guess, well, you don't know why, right? Like why they had the different games?
Yeah,
Like
I have no idea. I have
to this day.
Maybe it was a time period where they were like, people aren't going to buy the same game on a different system. We got to do it again.
That is actually an interesting thought. I never really considered that.
There's also plenty of examples
Mess them up.
different versions. Wow.
That was so ruthless.
A 3-part death. That was fire, smacking, and falling. That was too much for that guy. I got it all. Look at that. Hundo. Hundo!
Nice.
You can do anything with the Hundo!
I just couldn't believe that they were okay with putting out a completely different game on a different system. And I'm now back on Mercenaries 2. I just couldn't believe that they thought, all right, we will do all this extra work on the Xbox 360, completely change everything, and then market these as the same games. I would have felt so ripped off if I went on YouTube and saw videos of the Xbox version and then I bought the PS2 version and it wasn't even close.
It wasn't. YouTube was definitely around at the time, but it definitely wasn't the way that it is now, where you can expect to see very high quality playthroughs and reviews and shit like that.
No, it was random back then.
Back then it was it was random, really, yeah.
Those were the days where the content creators were mostly creating the classic style content. Not classic style content, but content in the sense that they were crafting things. You had a lot of musicians, you had a lot of people making compilation videos and videos where they were like commenting on things. Whereas these days,
gameplay commentary was huge back then.
I just find there's so much more specific content these days. You know, hours upon hours of Siege content, hours upon hours of Fortnite, fill in the blank.
Oh geez, yeah. If you're into something specific, there is so much of it. Although, that's not to say it's gonna be good.
Right.
And I'm so sensitive now that there's a lot of things that really bug the hell out of me that I just can't deal with. In an editorial style video, it's really bad editing without thought. That's more like a ramble than a review, and bad mic leveling as well. That really bugs me. And in clip style videos, like in a Siege video, I just can't stand subtitling every single word that's said in the video. It just feels like it's like the intention is to make it all snappy and cool, but it just like splits your focus. You're paying attention to the words and not what's happening on screen. I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, it just feels like you can't. You're not entitled to see what happened to him.
I think he died.
Yeah. He just deaded himself.
I think he deaded himself. Yes.
Okay.
Straight up.
Goodbye.
Yeah. These are sheep.
Critter.
I guess they are critters, yeah.
What do these eggs do for you?
They're just things to collect.
Oh, so this is just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
This is just so you can knock his pajama hat off his head.
Sure. The way that they positioned him, it's very likely for him to go straight off the edge, and it just feels great.
Oh, it's definitely a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like that guy you knocked off into the wall and then the lava.
Yeah.
They designed that. They knew.
They designed it, dude. Did you know they designed this game?
Really?
Dude.
I thought they just found this.
That's crazy. Just on the beach. Fucking Christopher Columbus got over here, and he was like, Spyro, I'm going to release this 200, 300 years later.
He could have.
Yeah.
He could have saw. What if he saw a purple dragon when he showed up?
A purple yellow dragon.
And he thought, yeah.
And he said it that way too.
He said, this purple yellow dragon.
Yellow purple dragon, sorry.
Yellow purple dragon.
Yeah.
May be the coolest thing ever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it down on a piece of paper, and I'm going to tuck it away, and I'm going to wait for historians to find it and make the game. He knew he didn't have the technology at the time.
Do you know who developed the original?
The original Spyro?
Yeah.
No.
Insomniac.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, like really surprised that neither of us have familiarity with this game from our childhood.
It's PS1, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah, exclusively PS1. Insomniac actually has a pattern of game development. PS1 was Spyro 1, 2, 3. PS2 was Ratchet 1, 2, 3, 4. PS3 was Uncharted 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
And Resistance 1, 2.
So it seems like when they move on from a platform, they like to move on from their actual game too.
Yeah, which says a lot about Uncharted 4. Ah! Now I'm a roly-poly yellow
You
purple
could totally
dragon.
walk up that slope.
Well,
That's some bullshit.
don't challenge the dragon. Don't wake you wouldn't want to wake the dragon. Dude, what happened?
That's some unneeded violence.
Okay, something's going on here, man. It must be something going on with the save game. I've never seen so many weird issues with the loading screen in my other 2 playthroughs than I have with this one. Spyro's like in 3 different spots and on the loading screen. He's like flying in and out. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Could actually be just an issue with the save game.
Yeah, you really don't need save slots in this generation. You only did that because you wanted people to feel like it's an old ass game.
You don't think we need save slots these days?
No, I mean like they didn't need. Sorry, what I meant was they did 3 save slots for this game. You didn't need to limit it to 3.
Right. Yeah, that's a very, very good point.
And this guy's name is Zane.
He's a fraidy cat. He's a fraidy dragon.
He's a fraidy dragon. I never thought of it that way. A whole week I've been playing this game and never thought of it that way.
That's okay. I'll cut you some slack.
So Sparks like grabs my stuff and it really bugs me.
Right, you want to actually walk through it all yourself?
Yeah, it's a collectathon. I don't really agree with something else collecting things for me. And this guy doesn't actually do anything.
I did notice that.
They move platforms. They don't actually do any damage to you. So I can't farm death off of this guy. Well, this guy can.
You figured that those wizards would be able to force push you or something.
Yeah, I think it's more about making you focus on what they're actually up to.
Dude, look at the look in his eyes when he's just standing there. That's intense. It actually.
Oh, Spyro's?
No, the guy with the staff.
Oh.
It looked like he was mesmerized
By what?
by the staff.
Oh no! And after I went and farmed death on myself.
Yeah, right after we talked shit about those guys who can't do anything other than move stuff.
Okay, I'm back. That guy just
Weird. Very
fucking
weird.
died. Straight up died.
I do love how forceful everything feels in this game. Yeah, look at his eyes. It looks like they're a million miles away.
Yeah. I love how they made the critters really adorable so that you like care about them.
Yeah, you don't want to kill them.
Yeah.
I like. He laughs at you.
He does, even though he can't do anything.
Yeah, he can't fight you, and yet he's gonna antagonize you.
He's a bit of a goofball. Whoa! Look at his Pythagorean theorems.
And look, safety first. He's got his nose plugged so that none of the chemicals get in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Well, no, really, you're just not supposed to put your nose near the chemicals. That's generally
okay.
the rule of thumb.
But do they wear nose plugs? But you're still breathing it in there, right?
Usually you wear a mask.
Mm.
Because a nose plug doesn't stop you from inhaling it, right?
Right.
It just stops you from sniffing it.
What's going on here? Wait, who put barrels on your backs? Who murdered you for money?
Rude.
Rupees.
Rupee dragon came along to murder people.
I got one thing. Oh!
So maybe they do have some attacks they can pull off. I see what this is about.
I got rubies on my mind and my mind's on rubies. Lick a ruby, hear a ruby.
Did you say lick a ruby?
Put a ruby in a place that you shouldn't talk about on television.
Yeah, that's what they always say when they don't want to say it. The place where the sun doesn't shine. I actually don't like that expression for that reason. It's just such a cop-out.
It's like that certainly kicked me in the short and curlies. Like your pubes? Is that what you're talking about? You saying that? You saying that in front of people?
Yeah.
Talking about your pubes in front of people?
Yeah, weird.
Is that what they kicked?
I
I have very sensitive pubes.
It just to me seems like there's a lot of much more creative ways to say that than the place where the sun doesn't shine.
Like your Haagen-Dazs?
You know what? That's actually not bad.
Like
But-
your shit. Like your rising
You could even just say,
cave.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up,
Like your
dude, his wings would not keep him aloft.
magic
He's an amethyst dragon. Don't give him shit. He's taken shit all his life. You don't know, man. He was part of the Amethyst Wars, man.
You don't
He-
know
he-
what his life has
He had to
been like.
fight to survive. He had to fight for the right, not to party.
Whoa,
to
that
live.
was pretty sweet.
Wasn't it? You know, gliding's pretty cool. I don't appreciate anybody who says gliding isn't cool.
Well, maybe I'll go out on a limb and say it. I don't
Yeah.
think gliding's all that cool,
You
man.
know what's gonna happen when you're out on that limb? You're gonna fall, and you're gonna wish that you
And
could
I
glide.
could glide. Oh shit! Oh no!
Wow, I'm an
done.
improv artist. I love that you can jump and blow fire during this experience.
I just appreciate that there's versatility. Like a lot of games feel very scripted, even though they're open world sandboxes like this. It feels like you have to follow the track if you want it to work.
This guy's name is a unit of measurement.
What's his name?
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
All dragons. Man, this ain't all dragons.
Was that your Chris Rock?
Did you want it to be?
Yeah.
So then, yes, it was. What's down there? Turn around and look down. Oh, nothing. Okay, it's just a window.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to do this without jumping back and forth. Because the bombs go off.
You might be safe at one half of the platform.
And to quote Serge Tankian, where do you expect me to go when the
Whoa.
bombs drop, you know?
I expect you to fly.
Situation tested, and I'll get the wretched pain. I don't even know what he says there. Actually, that's how I could describe most system songs for me. I don't even know what you said there.
I would probably only put System behind, Skin Dread as far as not understanding what's being said.
How do we compare up going about bruises?
Yeah, that's pretty much. That sums up my experience with them.
Yeah. Love it, though. Love that music.
Oh, yeah. Their sound is fantastic.
Have you heard Big Tings?
I have heard big things about them.
No. That's the album.
That the newest?
Yeah.
So what was the last one? Warning?
I don't know.
Warning.
Don't wait to lie on a dangerous mistake.
One time,
I don't even know. That might be how you. I don't know.
One time, I believe it was Corey Taylor who, Corey Taylor, I'm pretty sure, who was unable to show up for a concert. And so Benji Webb was among the people who filled in for him. And I just remember thinking, when all the other people filled in, the whole crowd was like, yeah, this is cool, this guy's doing it. And then when Benji Webb takes over, they're like, is this a Skin Dread song? Like, I can't tell.
Oh, you mean he actually...
Like, filled in.
Oh, you mean he did a Slipknot
He
song?
did a Slipknot song, yeah. He sung, a Slipknot song. I believe that's how it went. It was either that or Lamb of God, but...
Alright, so don't you just hate it when you have one gem to get left and you have to scour the entire level for it? Don't you?
I do. I
Don't
do
you?
hate that, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Whatever will I do?
Mitchell. Nobody calls me Mitchell.
In infomercials, we only have our full names.
Have you seen Help? I've fallen and I can't get up?
No, not that I know of.
Quite possibly the greatest. Is that it? No. One of the greatest infomercial moments ever. It's just this old lady who just falls over and just kind of just gives up.
Oh.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay, like one of those people who's totally inept at life that they put in those infomercials.
Oh, most infomercial people, like, I'm surprised they survive long enough to get to the commercial.
It's amazing. I
They
really
just,
do
like,
love them.
They
though.
go to open like a bag of chips and it's just like, boom! It's like everywhere. It's like a small child trying to pour milk or something. It's like, holy shit!
Yeah, one of my favorites is there's this pan, and I forget what she's cooking in it. I think it's for KFC or some other sort of takeout. The idea is the mom is terrible at cooking. And so she's like trying really hard to get this thing off the pan that's super stuck on. And it's like a whole piece of fish. It's not a small thing. She's not scraping the pan. She's trying to get the food out of it. And it's so stuck in there that she loses the pan. The whole pan goes flying through the window and into, like, through a window of a car.
What?
Yeah, like, out in the street. So she, like, throws it through her window, flies through the window of a car, and lands in it. So what people did is they just put a massive explosion after it. It goes in the car. So she's fiddling with this fish, and then the whole neighborhood just gets leveled.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much for joining us. I don't have any next time.
No, but we'll be back with dragons either way.
Yeah.
High times!